When you stop worrying about the how and when, that is when you start to allow the thing that you want to experience in your life to actually manifest. But by having this like mindset of how is it going to happen and how in the world can this be, like, how can it be me and I'm not worthy enough and it's going to have to be a miracle, and when's it going to happen and what should I be looking for? Like, all of this is literally creating resistance that is blocking the manifestation from happening in your life. And the truth of it is that everything that you could ever want, dream for, ask for, or desire is already in existence, okay? So by you having this approach of like wondering when it's going to happen and how in the world can this happen, which I'm speaking from experience because I've had thoughts like this. When I'm wanting to manifest or create something in my life, like, I tend to hyperfixate on the details and all the things that go into making this thing actually happen. And what my finite analytical mind will do is it will like examine the process of how I think, or how I think is the only way it can happen, and I'll become, like I said, super focused and fixated on that, and I'll start worrying about it. And what I'm not realizing is all this is doing is just literally creating a blockage from that thing naturally flowing into my life. Because the way manifestation works, the way prayer works, is you don't get what you want, you get what you are being. And so if your state of being is, I'm looking and I'm so worried about the details of it, and I'm wondering each and every day, like, when is it going to happen, how is it going to happen, what time and what day, and where am I going to be, like, if that's what you're embodying, if that's what you're expressing, then what do you think the universe will mirror back at you? Well, it will be more of that, more of not having, and more of being in the state of being of lacking and not having it. So that's how it actually works. That's the mirror principle. And so when you release that, which in my experience and in my journey, meditation has been one of the best methods for me to actually practice this lifestyle, this state of being of letting go and non-attachment. And when I'm just in this state of being of not giving a shit and not caring and just allowing life to flow through me, that's when it happens, when I'm not so worried and fixated about the how and why. And so, yeah, like, I think this is something with manifestation and the law of attraction and the law of assumption that just doesn't get talked about enough. There's such a focus on creating your own reality and shifting and manifesting. And if we're just, even if we're, like, let's say we become really obsessed with this whole world of manifestation and law of attraction, like, if that's what happens, if we become obsessed and attached to that, then that can even become another hindrance. Because what are we, see, it all goes back to the mirror principle. That's why the mirror principle is so important, and it's ancient. This isn't something that's new. It's not new age. No, these are ancient truths and principles that we find in many different traditions, especially the mystical and the contemplative traditions, that, like I said, go back thousands of years. So, yeah, even if you're super attached and you're like all into this manifestation stuff, and you're like trying to figure out what's the best method and what's the best this and what's the best that in order to manifest and create your own reality, that is a state of being of trying. And if you're trying, then that is even another expression, that's another embodiment of not having. And so you're going to continue not to have whatever it is you're desiring to manifest. And so that's why, literally, this is so important. This is the key. It's detachment from outcome, not giving a shit, not caring, releasing it, letting go, allowing the universe to do its thing, and you get your mind off of it. You start doing something else. You start putting your energy and your attention into something that is going to add value to someone else's life. And when you do this, then when you're not looking for it, when you're least expecting it, that's when your manifestation occurs. And so, yeah, I think one of the best ways to practice non-attachment and the whole like law of detachment from outcome, when you're wanting to manifest, is to, number one, you give up, like I said, you let go of the want, you let go of having this desire, and you stop like praying to the universe or praying to God in order for this thing to happen. Because again, if you're praying for something to happen, if you're asking God, God please do this, God please do that, then again, that's another embodiment of I don't have it and this is not my current experience. So that's what you're going to keep getting as a mirror reflection back to you from the universe in what you are perceiving to be your external reality. So you got to let go of all that. But one of the things that has helped me to maintain this state of like not caring and releasing it is, like I said, meditation. However, the other thing has been focusing on something that is beyond myself. So service to others, helping others, and figuring out like what my passion is, what my excitement is, because that's my bliss. And I've quoted this a lot, and I made a video about this not too long ago, but my quote for this year, like something I've been meditating on just about each and every day, and it's been really helping me, and I've been seeing it come to pass in my life, is a quote from Joseph Campbell where he says, "Follow your bliss and the universe will open up doors for you where there were only walls." This is what I'm experiencing right now in my life because I've been applying this, because I've been doing this, I've been following my bliss. Now, when you follow your bliss, this is your passion, this is your calling, this is your purpose. It's going to be something that goes beyond yourself. And so, like I said, it's going to be something that adds value to other people, service to others, something you're creating. It could be your job, it could be anything that is full of love and just like this selflessness that is transforming the world around you. And when you start to focus on this, what happens? You stop focusing on your own desires and what you're wanting to experience in your own life. And so, again, there's this profound embodiment of selflessness and love, and you're focusing on others, you're working towards following your bliss and allowing your purpose and your calling to express itself in your life in a very divine way, and you're transforming the world around you, you're healing the world around you, you're helping others along the journey, you're helping others who are on the journey of awakening, and you're just doing what you came to this earth to do. And when this is happening, this is the connection in all of this, okay? When you're doing this, when this is happening, you, whether you realize it or not, are simultaneously practicing the law of detachment. And like I said, the law of detachment is key to you experiencing what you want to experience in your life through manifestation. So you have an intention, that's number one, okay? When you're wanting to manifest something, you have an intention and you feel as if it's already a present reality, but then you don't dwell on it, you don't worry about it, you don't become fixated on the how and the when, so you let it go, you release it, and then you start to follow your bliss. You start to become very focused on why you're here, what your calling is, and how you can help others around you. And then you start doing that. You start to embody that. And simultaneously, that is actually the law of detachment in action. And as Joseph Campbell says, when you do this, the universe starts to open up doors for you. And so you start to have these opportunities that come into your life, and you start to attract things into your life. And this is the law of attraction. And what's actually happening from an energetic point of view is your vibrational frequency is skyrocketing when you are stepping into the state of being of not caring and detaching from the outcome, and you're focused on following your bliss, and there's a lot going on in your life, and you're really trying to, or you're not trying, you are embodying why you came to this earth. And so your purpose is flowing out of your life, like I said, in a very profound way. And all of this is going on, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, there it is. It just happens. It just appears. These doors start opening up, and the manifestations start to come to pass. And you're like, oh, I forgot about that. And I mean, I haven't thought about that in forever. And then there it is. It just happens. This is the magic of manifestation. But it comes with you letting go, detachment from outcome. You follow your bliss, and you pretty much, I mean, if you want to, it all boils down to you walking in love. This is what it is, walking in love, where you're going beyond yourself, you're serving others, you're helping others, and this is what's keeping you going. But because you're in this state of being that is focused on others, and it's the embodiment of love, you are simultaneously raising your vibrational frequency. This frequency is a signal that's going out into the quantum field. And when that signal goes out into the quantum field, that's what brings the things into your life. That's what allows the manifestation to flow into your life naturally and effortlessly. So, yeah, I hope this was helpful. And if it was, please leave a thumbs up at the bottom of the screen. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.